My name is Ernest Omondi, and today I am going to be teaching you about pointers. So, in the C language, there are many different variables for many different data types. Some of the examples of different variables are integers, or more commonly known as ints, float, double, string, character, and there is something that is in common with all of these different variables. When you declare a variable, when for example I'd say that I want to declare an integer x, so in C you would do that by typing int x and then make sure you have the semicolon. So when I declare this variable x, what I am doing is I am saying that a certain part of the memory of my computer is going to store this information, and the name of it is going to be this x, which is the name that I gave to my variable. So since I am storing this information in a certain part of the memory of my computer, then it is very important for me to know where in the memory of my computer that this variable is stored. So think of it in terms of you are giving a house to a variable, and when you give a house to a variable, then you want to find a way to locate that house, and you locate that house using an address. So then when you declare a variable, each of those variables that you declare have their own addresses, and this address helps you to know where in the memory that this variable is stored. So for example, the variable x that I just declared, its address could be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this box is the variable that I've just declared, and I call it x. So then I can put something into the variable. For example, I assign x to equal 5. So once I've assigned x to equal 5, then that means 5 is put into this box here. So 5 is in this box, and this box is an integer of the name x, and this box, the address of the variable is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then a pointer is a different type of variable, in the sense that a pointer is a variable that stores the address of certain variables. So for example, in this case where my variable is called x and it has been assigned the value 5, then a pointer would store the address of this variable x, of which the address is 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you declare pointers? So a pointer is declared in the structure type, an asterisk, and then name. If you remember, when you're declaring other types of variables, you declare them with type and then the name of the variable. So the only difference here for pointers is you have to add an asterisk before the name. So if, for example, I want to declare a pointer p, so the type of the pointer denotes what the address that it's going to be storing is going to be referring to. So if the address refers to a box that stores integers, then it's going to be of the type integer. If it's going to store floats, then it's going to be of the type float. If it's going to store characters, then it's going to be of the type character. So I'm going to create another box, and this box I'm going to call it p. And the way I declare it is by saying int star p. So right here I have declared this box here that is a pointer that's going to store the address. So if I want to assign the address of my other variable x, then I would say p is equal to ampersand, and ampersand is a character that gives you the address of a variable, so ampersand x. So what this does is by typing this out, p is going to be storing the address of my variable x. So what's going to be in this box, which is the box for p, are going to be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So what this means is p is a variable that is storing the address of an integer, and the address of that integer is 1234, and what that variable contains, the value that it contains is the value 5. Thank you.